you get to watch just a few of her videos, you will instantly notice that she's a lady with a rare personality. In a world which focuses on hate and destruction, she is all about love and construction. She is single-handedly changing the lives of the people that she meets and interacts in her village community. This is Malika, a village girl from Kenya in a county called Bungoma County. A young lady with a mission to help the ones who got no one else to help them. To hear the ones that have not been heard. And with the support of her YouTube subscribers, also known as the Malik Squad, she is building houses for the widows, surprising the needy families with food and shelter and small businesses, supporting the children in schools in her village with social and financial support, always bringing a smile to the lives that she touches. Together with her team of a loyal following, being over 55,000 subscribers on YouTube now, only the sky is the limit to what they can achieve together. Join me today as I got a rare opportunity to meet her in person here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And in this video, she tells us her story on how this all began and how she can inspire you to be a change in your society to join the movement. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Amani Perez, right from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Today we have a beautiful guest from Kenya, all the way from Kenya. She's here, she's an amazing human being, amazing soul. She's here to tell us a lot today. We're going to have an amazing episode, so I hope you stay tuned till the end of the video. So let me introduce her. You're welcome back to my channel.
Thank you very much.
So can you tell our people what's your name?
Hello everyone, my name is Malika Kenya. As my name suggests, I'm from Kenya and it's my first time in Dar es Salaam, and my host has been Amani, and it's so nice to appear in your channel today. I'm very happy to be here, and thanks for having me.
Well, it's always an honor. In Swahili we always say like ni baraka kuwa na wageni. It's a blessing having visitors. Actually, I think people from Kenya should not be called visitors, They should be called what should I say? Wenyeji, wenyeji?
Yeah.
Yeah, people who are, we are together as East Africans, so I don't think I should call them as visitors. But today it's a very beautiful day because this person you're seeing right here has done a lot of great things, She has been doing a lot of good work in her village, in her hometown, in her country. And today I got an amazing opportunity to talk to her so she could tell us more about what she's doing. She could tell us more about the whole journey that you have been doing. It's not only herself. She has been doing it together with her followers, her fans. Malika Squad. Did I say that right?
Squad.
It's Malik Squad.
Yeah.
She has been doing this with Malik Squad. So I said, what she has been doing is very honorable. It's worth to tell the story. It's worth talking about it so people can hear more about it and hopefully support and join the movement. Yeah, and do and make the world a better place,
Mm-hmm.
So Malika, can you tell us a little bit more about what do you do, just in a general view, in a short view?
Okay, first of all, Malika is a Kenyan content creator.
Yeah.
I started YouTube about 2 years ago. I started doing YouTube because I lost my job. Professionally, I'm a hotelier.
Oh.
I belong to the hospitality industry professionally.
Okay.
And COVID came and everything happened. So I lost my job and everything, and I have a friend who does YouTube.
Oh.
Yes, and so I was like, she told me, maybe you can try YouTube, but I wasn't willing to. And I have another friend who happens to be my manager who pushed me and told me, maybe you can do this thing. Try, just give it a try and see how it will be. First of all, I used to be very camera shy, but I decided, let me just try and do it. And I decided the moment I picked up my phone, because I didn't have a camera, and started recording, I've never turned back.
So you're saying this has been, first of all, before everything, I need to say I'm very sorry for losing a job.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen and God has a reason of why things happen. Now that you say that you have been in hospitality, it makes sense because you're actually very, hospitable. You're always kind. You like to say that Tanzanians are kind and always saying sorry and thank you. But I've seen the same thing from you. So it makes sense what you've been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to know, was the main reason looking for an extra means of income, or at the beginning, and what about now?
honestly, sincerely speaking, without lying, that was the main reason why I started. But in the middle of it, I came to just love it. Passion came along the way and everything. And also, like, I just realized I can use my channel to change the lives of so many people around me. And that is the good thing about it, because myself growing up as a child and everything, I always lacked like very small things, like things that right now, like, as you can, let me use an example of this juice right in front of me. Like growing up, affording such a thing, you know, like as kids you love nice things and everything. I could only afford such a thing only on Christmas Day, and not at our place, at the neighbors, you know. And as kids you feel like this is something that we should be having every day. It's not nutritious or what, these are just chemicals. But as kids, you know, you cannot tell a child that this is this, you know.
I understand.
So I felt like these things that I couldn't lack, I couldn't get. Some things are basic needs, and through my, what do you call it, platform, I'm able to change like the lives of a few, not everyone, because honestly I cannot help everyone. Lives of a few with the things that I wasn't able to afford myself. Things like sanitary towels, things like a meal, things like, you know, just school uniforms, pair of shoes, books and everything. I was like, so I can do this for my people through my channel and everything. And that is how I started out. Yes, that is how I started out.
Before everything, guys, I want to tell you that for you that you do not know, she has a YouTube channel called Malika Kenya. You can see the link right now. This is the channel name, and she has been doing great humanitarian work. She has been in her village. It's called Nyabu.
No, my village is Bungoma Village.
Bungoma Village, yes. Yeah, it's a very difficult name. Bungoma Village. She has been doing great work. You know, she has been doing great work. She has been helping random people, you know, widows, children who have no help, families who need something. Sometimes it's shelter, sometimes it's clothing, sometimes it's food. Visiting people in the caves who have no places to live. You know, helping special needs children in a school. So she has been doing all these great things, and that's why I say that people need to hear this story. I feel like, you know, she has 54,000 subscribers right now, and I think after the end of this video she's going to have more subscribers. But it's something that I've seen, and even if after you see the videos, you'll see that this needs more people. More people have to see this. More people have to support. More people have to join this movement. Normally we are used to hear that this is something which non-governmental organizations, private companies or foundations do this. But she has been doing this. You know, she has been doing this with the help of the YouTube subscribers that she has been having. So you have to say something that more people will see this, and I hope that hopefully it's going to be a movement, right? The Malik Squad movement in the whole of Africa.
Yes.
So the next question that I want to ask you is, okay, you just told me right now that you saw that you could help people with this channel, and I have seen your videos. From the first few videos, you did not. This content that you're doing right now, or as a charity to others, was not the content that you started with.
Yes.
So when did you know exactly that this is where you're going to focus? Because you know, in YouTube, many people, as to join YouTube, it's kind of hard or difficult to know where you're going to focus on. And right now it's clear. Anyone who has looked at your channel could see that yes, right now you're also a travel vlogger, I believe, lifestyle content creator as well. But your channel is a huge portion of the channel is dedicated to charity work. So when did you know that this is somewhere you're going to be?
First of all, there is this tradition that I've always have, like ever since back then, that on every Christmas day I have to surprise like a family or two with Christmas shopping. So that is exactly what I was doing in the village. I try my best, even when I have so little, I just sacrifice and get a family, or of course needy families, one or two, something to cook on Christmas Day. And that is what I did. And on this particular day, I recorded myself, like, I'm going to do, this is what I do, and this is what I'm going to do for these families and this. So when I did that, some people saw that and they were like, I think I want to join so that we can help more families. I think we want to join so that we can do this for more families, you know. And people really came in and we surprised so many, I think more than 30 families.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it was only one Christmas season,
yes,
30 families?
Yes. So we wanted to only do 2 families. That is what I wanted to do. But people came in like, oh, I also want to be part of this. I also want to surprise. I also want to do this. And so like another plan came in whereby by the help of a subscriber, we organized a party in the village.
Wow.
A Christmas party for the kids.
Yeah.
And kids came from all over, and we had snacks and drinks, and we also gave out books. We also gave out like school shoes. We also gave out like school bags, and the kids were happy and everything. So by the way, that is something that we do every year. Every year we organize a Christmas party in the village whereby we celebrate with the kids and everything.
Wow.
Sometimes I don't do it for it's not like my type of content. This is what I want to do. But sometimes someone has given you something and you just want to show them whatever you gave me. I gave it out. This is what you gave me. This is what you told me to do, and we have given it out. And by giving out, we are not showing off or something. Actually, by us showing people that this is what we do, that is how we manage to get more people to help even more families. So that is how I knew that maybe we can be doing this to more families, not just 1 or 2 more families in the village. Because in the village we also have the rich in the village, we have the middle class, and we have like the poor. And the poor are, I think, a largest percentage. Yeah.
I just want to say something right now. So I've from what you just said, it's now obvious that you were doing this before the camera, before the days that you started vlogging. As you said, it has been a tradition. You've been doing this every Christmas. So it's something that has been there before even the YouTube got into it. So
every Christmas since I got my first job. Of course I wasn't doing this when I was jobless.
It's a very good
since
thing.
I got my first job, I've been doing this.
Oh, it's a very good thing. It's a commendable thing. And that's why I also like the fact that you said when people contribute, they would love to see that you are doing something into it. In this world, you know. In this world, the money, people would want to do something else. So it's very nice that people would see that you're actually using the money for the good benefit of the village.
True.
Right. And hopefully, can I ask maybe this extra question? Do you plan to like I think I've seen some of your videos, like this video that you're just seeing right now. You went to the cave and other places in Mount Elgon, right? So it's clear that it's not only in your village, right?
Yes.
It's broad.
Yeah.
How do you choose where to go other than your village?
First of all, I don't let anyone choose for me. I go myself to look for who I want to support. Because one thing about Africans, you know us, when you tell someone, tell me about something, some people will be honest, some people will just recommend their families. Okay, we'll favor the people that, and I didn't want that. So personally, when I visit so many villages in the Bungoma County has so many villages. So I visit many villages, and sometimes I just go there like maybe to visit friends, and when I see a family, I just spot it myself and I'm like, I have to go to that home and find out the challenges they have and everything. Sometimes you don't tell them, because also, one thing, when you tell someone we are going to come and do this, they will call other many people, and people will think like, it's going to be difficult to call. Exactly. So I just surprise most families. I just see things myself, and I'm like, I have to visit that family. So I let me tell you, I love adventure. Also in the village, I do a lot of visiting. Just to identify the families that need help. But at least in my village, I know most of the families. It's not hard for my village, but for other villages, like for example, the cave family, I was visiting a friend, and she was like, there's these families that live in the cave. She was just telling me as a story. And I visited them some time back, and we did this. I was like, I would want to go see them. And while going, we could not just go empty-handed. We decided, let me just buy a few things and we go. And whatever we bought, the families was so many people. So we organized and went back, and now they are part of Malika. We go back as many times as we can. We've taken some girls to school. It's just another family there.
I saw one of the videos a few days ago that you went to surprise some children who you met at the cave, who were studying there, and and that was just it was very it made me feel good that you are not only, sometimes giving. I'm not saying that giving is easy, but people could give, but following up, it's not easy. Even in orphanage centers, for instance, when you go to orphanage centers or centers of where people need help, people would come and give, but not everyone will be able to come and follow back and say, how is he doing, how is the school and everything like that. But I think that's the most important thing, because you develop a certain connection. We all need love. Everyone needs love, and love is when people can recognize that you are in their thoughts all the time, not only the monetary value. So I commend you for that.
Thank you.
It's a good thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
Another thing that I wanted to ask you is, well, I think this is I don't know if this is a cheesy question, but how does it make you feel when you put a smile on somebody's face?
Honestly, it makes me feel so good because I know, especially I love children so much. I love children so much, especially like when you're putting a smile on a child's face. I feel so good. I usually see myself as that child. I didn't receive that so much happiness and everything. So I always flash it back, can you imagine, this is me. Someone is paying my whole school fees and everything.
Wow.
Someone is giving me new shoes for school. Someone is giving me a new pair of uniform. I always feel like I know this child is happy, and I know at least I feel good, and I feel blessed also, and at least the name of the Lord is glorified in the process, because sometimes human beings, some people will be like, oh, thank you so much, we want to give you this, but I always tell them, first of all, the Lord made it possible, because I wouldn't meet you if not for God, So in as much as you have to be grateful and everything, also I don't want to every praise and Africans, they might even kneel for you. I don't want that. But honestly, it feels good. It feels so good. I won't lie. It feels good. I think for us, for if anyone who is watching who's a Christian will know that there's this Bible verse that says it's blessed to give than receive. And I've also heard, I've watched some videos from the internet, and they always say the same thing, that it always feels nice when you share something with people. So giving is always it's like therapy in a way. It helps yourself also to feel happy and blessed in your life. Another question that I wanted to ask right now is, do you ever have this thought whereby, for instance, I know you adopted a son. Can you just tell us the name of the son again? His name is Alois.
Alois, how old is he?
He's 16 years old. He's in Form 1. In Kenya, we have Form 1 to go through Form 1 to Form 4. So he's in Form 1 right now. Next year, he'll be going to Form 2. Very handsome boy. Very nice boy. Very just calm young man. He's in Form 1. 16 years, and I love him so much.
So I wanted to say, actually I've seen the boy, I've seen the video, and I was like, wow, Malika is even adopting children. It's amazing. And it's a wonderful thing that you've done, because the first time when I saw the video, I was wondering where does this boy stay. Then I saw another video, so this is one thing with Malika Kenya's content. When you watch her content, it's binge worthy, you understand, to understand the whole thing. Sometimes she'll be referring last time we went to this child, we visited this child, and now we are doing this. So it's like a whole story in itself, which is really nice that you're doing. I noticed that he has his own room, he has his own space. I think it's very important, especially for a kid his age, 16-year-old.
And he's a boy.
It's very important to have something like that. And I really appreciate you that you did not say that, I'm just going to adopt you, but you're going to stay anywhere. But no, you even thought about his personal well-being and his minds. I think that was very nice.
Thank you.
So the question here I wanted to ask is, do you ever have this thought whereby to think that, what if I fail to provide, for instance, in the future? At the moment, yes, there will be contributions coming on also with what you're doing, and the money will be coming, and hopefully to help with the channel views, to help the children. But for instance, when you take a decision like adopting somebody or just supporting other people, do you ever have this thought that, what if this fear of failing to provide?
That was my biggest fear before I even adopted him, because I was like, what if I'm just able to support him for 1 year and something like COVID happens again, or something different or that. But let me tell you something, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy coming to that conclusion that I need to take this boy. First of all, I had to fight with myself. I don't know if that's the correct thing, but honestly, I had sleepless nights thinking about it. I feel like God just put it to me, you have to do this, because I used to at night, 2 a.m. I just wake up and sit down and start thinking, should I do it or not? Because the boy really wanted support. The boy was just asking me, please just take me to school, or even take me to be look for a job for me. I need to even looking at someone's cattle. And the boy is so bright, by the way. just help me out. And the boy really needed help because the background at his home, if you watch my videos, I went to his home. We spent the night there. He really needed it. So I was fighting with myself like, no, you cannot do this. Is so big. This is not just something you wake up and say, I'm adopting someone. So I prayed about it. I really prayed about it. And I also asked for some advice from my parent and my 2 very close friends and my sister. And all of them, everyone that I asked, just one person was against it, but every other person was like, the way we know you, you can do it. The way we know you, Malika, you work so hard, you can do it, don't be afraid. And my parents were also very supportive. They said, if that is what you feel like doing, then just go ahead and do it. And so I did it. Right now I'm not worried about that. I know if I can be able to provide for myself, I also be able to provide for him, you know. If I'm able to eat, if I'm able to provide myself 3 meals a day, I will. If we lack, all of us lack. So that is what I just decided, let me just do it, and God is not gonna fail me because God put it to me to do this. So he's not gonna put me to shame. Yeah.
That is a very selfless way to think. Now it makes me feel bad. I don't think about it like the way you thought about it. You know, like it's true. If I'm not worried about my own survival, if I'm not worried about what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to drink, why should I be worried about what he is going? So you treat him like yourself. That's very selfless.
Yeah.
I think that's very selfless.
Yeah.
Now it makes me think that it's actually impossible to fake what you're doing, because you know it will obviously it will obviously show if you're faking it, because even your mind will not be thinking the way you are thinking. So I think it's actually something that God has put in your heart. It's hard to fight with something that God has given you.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another question that I wanted to ask you is, how do the villagers see you? Like, for instance, like the people who are, people that you are sharing the community with. Would you? Maybe it's hard to say because you're not in their shoes, but maybe do you have any idea of how do they see you? Like, do they see you like a superstar, a celebrity, or do they see you like, like our daughter, that we are? How do they see you like,
I feel like first of all, like at least the village, especially when we do the party for the kids, we always invite just the kids alone, but the parents also come in numbers. So we were able to bring the families together first of all, and everything. And the villagers, many people know me, people that I don't even know. Sometimes I'm just at home in the village doing nothing, and someone comes there with a bucket of beans, maize. This is for Malika. Wow. This is for Malika. This is for Malika. And also, like some people might approach you for some help, and at the moment you don't have that help. So only a few people might feel like, oh, she's boasting or something, she cannot help. But majority of the people know whenever I can help out, I do it. Some kids even come at home when I'm not there. So they come for books, they come for pencils and everything. I told my mom calls me and tells me this and that was here, she needed books, she needed this, what. If we have, we give. If we don't have, we just say like, today we don't have, but you can come back next time, And I can say I'm very blessed to have like villagers who are very understanding. And most villages, I know, like we have not everyone from the village can be understanding, but majority from my village are very understanding, very nice people, and we have a great relationship with them. We have a great relationship, and I don't feel like they see me as a hero. They just see me as one of their, how will I say, this is our own, our child. This is our child. That is how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, she just said something about her villagers. If you watch her videos, you'll see this. Her villagers, oh my God. It makes me feel like I want to go back and live in the village, I think maybe you have probably seen some comments in your YouTube saying that, maybe I also miss the village life. Because they're just together, working together. Sometimes when they're building a project, you'll see all of them together. They are farming as a group. I'm like, wow, such love, such connectedness. I think that's what we need. Today's world, there's so much urbanization, modernization. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but it just there's a huge even in my field as a doctor, we have an issue with depression. People are lonely, people are just alone, going to work, coming back home, no one to talk to. But in your village, there's always somebody to talk to. That's so much love. It's actually very nice. So have you ever had any inquiry, or maybe how should I say, Has there ever been any foundation or non-governmental organization or any governmental anything that is a company or whatever that has ever come to you to say that maybe they're reaching out to help, other than the Malik Squad in YouTube? Has there been anything like that?
Actually,
so
our first party that we did, there's this it's a foundation, I think it's called Treasure from the Heart.
Treasure from
Though
the
not
Heart.
someone who works at the foundation reached out to me, and she's the one who like made the Christmas thing possible, but not the foundation. She was reaching out as an individual.
Okay.
Also, I have someone else who is starting a foundation very, very soon, and she was like, in case if I'm able to register my foundation successfully, I want the Malika team to be one of the beneficiaries, which is a good thing. And myself, I'm in a process of like getting registering Malika Foundation. I'm still praying about it, of course, because like some things I just don't like waking up and doing it out of pressure. So I'm still praying about it and looking at what we need to do, like what documents we need and everything. So hopefully in future we might be having Malika Foundation. Yeah, so I can't say I'm working with a foundation at the moment. At the moment it's just Malika and Malik Squad. Yes.
Talking about praying, she's a prayerful woman. We had a live stream yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
And before the live stream, she was like, "No, let's pray first." I think it's very. I mean, we are all. Most people. I know there are some people who are atheists, but other people who are Christians or Muslims. Sometimes we do forget the importance of the role that God has in our lives, and to just know and acknowledge that anything that we do, no matter how small or how big, it's God who has a hand in it. So it's really nice that you're doing that, and that's going to take you far. Whatever that God has and whatever that God controls always reaches very far.
Thank you.
So I can see Malika Foundation happening, and hopefully one day we're going to celebrate and say that this is something that God has made.
Yeah.
So we've talked about very nice, many good positive things. Have you had, what about the challenges? What are your challenges in this good work that's going on?
The challenges, we have challenges, of course.
Yeah.
Let me just name a few challenges. For example, it might seem like it's not a challenge, but it's a challenge. For example, these cave families, they live on top of a mountain, that is Mount Elgon, and getting to that mountain is so hectic. And sometimes someone is sending me there, I have to go back as many times as I can, and it's usually very hard for me. Getting up there, it takes 2 hours from down to reach up there. But it's hiking. So that is one of the challenges. Sometimes I always feel like, who is going back there up? Another challenges are sometimes finances. Like for example, we are building a house for a widow. Her house is almost falling off. So her house was attacked by termites, or is it ants? You know those things that they love they eat. So we are building a house for her, and the house is almost, I think we'll just finish when we go back to Kenya. In that project, we have challenges like finances. I'm getting help. This is my project. First of all, I have to start with my own money, so that I can get help from others. Sometimes like I really get help, and I really appreciate a lot. And sometimes, like when I started the project, of course we have budget and everything. Sometimes it exceeds that, and you already told people this is the budget, and now going back, you cannot go back to everyone and tell them now this budget has tripled or doubled, So sometimes you get such challenges, but I thank God I have a few close people to me that I can explain to, like, you know what, this is what we had before, but now this one cannot work out. Even if we do what, this one is not possible, so we have to do that, So in terms of, I think money-wise, we have challenges in finances, yes, and we have challenges in like, I think I'm trying to solve this out, but some projects we also need the help of the government. Like for example, the cave families, we need the government to help us get them out of there. And as you know, government things, they take time. You apply for something, it takes time before someone responds and everything. So those are a few challenges, and especially those ones. Those are a few challenges that we have, but we are trying. We are just trying where we can.
Wow.
Yeah,
as you say, everything has challenges.
Yeah.
But with time, I believe that progress is going to be made. I've seen a
Hopefully.
few videos that you've been, the videos that you went to, for instance, to the caves. You talked about accessibility. Yeah, hiking, I guess you cannot do anything about hiking. You have to hike.
Yeah.
No matter how much money you have, there is nothing that you can use.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hope in the future, maybe you have a car to move around.
Amen.
To carry those
I
things,
receive it.
at the end of in the pickup, you could put
Yeah.
everything in the pickup and
Yeah.
just go. Yeah, and the finances thing, the more the family grows, the better. So we
Yeah.
do know that. I said already that I think before this year ends, we might be already in 100,000 subscribers in your
Amen.
channel.
Amen.
And that the more the people, that means we just help together, we work together in this
Yeah.
thing. There's no way one person can do this.
Teamwork is good.
Teamwork is always
Yeah,
the best.
yeah.
And hopefully the government can also reach out after seeing this
Yeah.
and help those people. I saw the video from the caves. They are having a very difficult time.
True.
And hopefully, as the saying goes, that every bad thing ends. There's a day. There's day after every night. So hopefully they see their day and to have better lives just like every other Kenyan, right?
Yes.
So something else I wanted to ask is, I think 2 more questions actually,
Yes, please.
and then we're gonna finish up.
No problem.
Have you ever felt like giving up?
Have I ever felt like giving up? Well, sometimes you can really be demotivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like, for example, when you're having a project. That goes back to the challenge of
Yeah.
like lacking finances.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really want to do this, you really want to do this, and you don't have the funds, you don't have anything to do this for. So you're like, I'm really struggling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, Lord, you can see I'm trying. So have I ever felt like giving up? Yes, a few times, not many times, a few times. But thank God I've never given up.
Yeah.
And I always say giving up is not an option for me.
Yeah.
So I can do anything else but not give up.
giving up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just try and find a way out of it, out of the thought and out of that urge of giving up. Yeah.
Right. So giving up is not an option.
For me, it's not an option.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially for those kids, it's not an option.
Yeah.
So lastly, this is going to be the last question. Actually, it's not a question, just like what do you have to say? What do you have to say about your community that has been helping you? I mean, yes, as you said, you have to put your money first,
Yeah.
then others come and help.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about the Malik Squad? I want you to say something in the camera about the Malik Squad. What do you want to tell them right now? And yeah.
Malik Squad, I know like you're watching this video right now. I just want you to know that you're the best thing that has ever happened to me. You people are amazing, best team ever. And I just want you to know, maybe you are not on ground to see what you are doing, but the kids the lives that we are changing, the kids are very happy, and we are changing so many lives in the village, and the kids are very happy. The widows are very happy. For example, we'll finish the house soon. Everyone is just happy. Like, you never know. To you, maybe you're like, maybe that is just something small, $20, that's nothing to me, that is kidogo. But to someone else, that is you've changed their life in one way or another. And also, if you're able to help out a person, myself, I promised myself I'm not going to wait until I'm rich so that I can help people out to be rich. One day I'll be also a millionaire. I'm gonna taste those millions, but I've been waiting ever since. So if I was still waiting to be rich to help others, I think I would still have, I think I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have done anything for the kids, for the villagers, So you don't have to be rich to help someone. If you can change someone's life in as the little that you might get, no matter how little to you, to someone else it's very much. So you can do that to someone. And thank you so much for helping me out, because I wouldn't do anything by myself. I love you all so much, and may God bless each and every one of you. And may that one prayer that you keep on praying, Lord bless me with it, may God answer that prayer for you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful. Thank you so much, everybody. I think this is going to be the end of our video. Thank you so much for giving me your time, for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. And I hope that actually you have motivated me too. Hopefully I should be able to do something, no matter how small, that I can do in somebody's life. I know it's something that goes a long way. So thank you so much, and may God give you the strength to keep on doing what you're doing for the longest time as possible in your life. And may the foundation come, and may more blessings come to you, to the Malik Squad and Bungoma County.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, share the video so more people can see it. Leave down your comment below. What do you think about what she's doing? Do you have any comment? Please leave it down below. See you in the next video. Bye bye.